Hello art lovers, welcome to my channel. I'm Pete Bain and today I'll be demonstrating an oil painting of two figures walking on the beach. I thought this was appropriate because it's summer, it's super hot outside, and it fits well with this series of 8x8 figure paintings that I began last summer. These are fun, easy to paint, and very popular paintings. I'm thrilled to share this step-by-step process with you. So let's dive right in. These beach figure paintings are all done on 8x8 stretched canvases, and they're mounted in a floater frame from Ampersand. They're really meant to be bright, warm, and fun. And to that end, I like to use a very strong undertone with the canvas that really unifies the entire painting and keeps it very warm and evocative of the summer. Once the undertone is dry, I'll do a drawing in pencil or charcoal. This minimizes the corrections with the painting and allows me to preserve those hints of underpainting that I want to come out and peek around the paint, giving me that harmony of warmth and looseness in the finished painting. Next, we'll block in the figures, and then we'll cut the landscape in around them. It's always easier to take away from your main focal point that may be too large than it is to expand over and cover a background. So we'll start with the basic shapes. Using a darker orange color, we'll block in the shadow areas of their flesh with some simple brush strokes. Then we can move on to the light side, which is a pinkish peach color. Where the sun is hitting their skin. Now for the clothing, colors and patterns can be simplified or changed altogether. So the most important thing is to keep the value structure accurate, figuring out where the shadow side is and where the sunlight is hitting and accurately reflecting that in your work. I'm using a number 4 Filbert brush to paint in a lot of these small areas. I turn it on its edge to get the fine lines. And you know, we all have different predilections for detail and tightness or looseness in a painting and in our painting styles. I personally found that number 4 and 2 brushes gives me the level of detail I want with this sized canvas, 8x8 inches. You may progress to finer detail and tightness, or you can go for a looser painting and stick with the larger brushes. You know, there's really no right or wrong. You just have to find your way. Just paint it and find your way. Find what you're satisfied with, and you'll fall into a pattern or a set of painting, style of painting that just feels natural to you, and that'll become your style. The background is really just a simplified series of color bands across the canvas. Some of them are violet, some of them are a bit more towards the teal color, and they're just a representation of a very light ocean against which these dark figures can really stand out. And I'm using a very thick paint with just a little bit of medium. My goal with the background is to give it enough detail to keep it interesting, but enough simplicity so that the figures themselves are the prominent aspect of the artwork, and they really stand out against it. So I want the viewer to know that it is the ocean they're looking at, and that is framing these figures. But I don't want the ocean to distract in any way from the fact that this is a mother and a child, and they're holding hands and splashing through the shallow waters, and that's what this painting's all about. So yes, it's a series of bands of color, very, very light in value, separated by small shadow lines. I'm using very thick paint here with just a little bit of medium, and I'm preserving some of that undertone you can see here. I'll remove more of it as I go forward with the painting, but the idea is to allow that rich, saturated, warm red to come through the painting, to unify the entire scene, and to warm everything up, and to really evoke a warm summer day on the beach. With the first pass of the painting complete, I'll paint each of the passages over once again, refining the shapes, refining the values, unifying color, making sure the edges are hard or soft as I need them to be. And I'll also make an effort to retain many of those little specks of the underpainting, that warm red color that peeks through in various spots, which serves to really unify the work. The figures don't need that much work. I am simply adding a little bit more highlight on the sunny side of their skin. I will go ahead and put some highlights on the woman's hat to make sure it stands out against the water. I'll try to put a little bit of definition, a hint of eyes or a hint of sunglasses on each of the figures with some dark paint. But I won't be drawing any pupils or teeth or anything of that nature. Just suggestions of facial structure there. What I find so compelling about these little figure paintings is the universal appeal of the beach as a place. The beach also serves as a simplified backdrop of sky and sand and sea to showcase the figures in the painting, which we can recognize as our parents or siblings or children or friends. And while the beach is instantly recognizable as a specific place, there's lots of room for individual interpretation as an artist. Also, these scenes are instantly recognizable and evocative of a family fun, relaxation, vacation. So they have universal appeal to buyers. The painting is essentially done at this point. I'm just adding some finicky details and my signature. So I really wanted to thank you for watching the video, staying with me, and if you found it helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials, and stay tuned for my next demonstration. Thanks again for watching.